Hi everybody, my name's Dave. Thanks for joining me, and today we're going to work again on the Jackaroo. Yesterday it made no difference whatsoever changing the ORPS, so I'll probably change that back again because the other one seems to be a better starter. However, what we think is the problem is one of the O-rings between the injectors and the oil rail. And it's some sort of an oil rail leak, but I don't think it's the oil rail itself because that's keeping pressure. So it has to be between the injector and the oil rail, because what's happening is the car is misfiring, and then eventually it catches up and stops. And I think what's happening is it's heating up enough to seal up the gap between them, to allow the oil to flow, which is what the problem is likely to be. If it's not that, it's the RPCV. I'm waiting for an RPCV to come. Once that gets here, I'll put that in if I need to. But hopefully we'll find the problem this time. I wish I'd never put it all back together, but you know, one of those things. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch on the light. Hopefully you can see. I'm then going to move my microphone, which I'm doing right now, probably to there. And I'm going to disassemble the rocker cover again. Getting good at this now. I've done it about 20 times. So what you need to do, you need to take off this turbo intercooler cover, which guides the air from the bonnet down into the intercooler. Next, you need a side pliers. The Aussies have a name for these. I don't know what they're called, but I've got a big pair here. This is these are to do the clips holding on the. I don't know if that'll do. It might be enough. We'll see. All you need to do is just drop these down a little bit, like so. I'm just going to move my microphone again because it's going out all over the place. The audio, that is. I'll put it on my lapel here at the risk of heavy breathing, which I've got to edit out, but anyway. Right, so that's that done. We'll take the 12mm bolts out. Where it's stuck. So what we might do is use the smaller pair. Take the bolts out, that's the intercooler off. Right, you take the 4 12mm bolts out, put them inside the intercooler cover, then take off the intercooler itself. So all you need to do now with them out is pull it out like this, and it's really removed. Held on by 4 12mm bolts. What's next? I normally take that pipe off. I think I might do that just to keep it out of the way. I might use the smaller one on this as well. No, I'll use the bigger one. The only reason I really use the bigger one is because it's got a bigger, wider grip size. Right, take that out. That's it. Gives us a bit more room, that's all. This is the intercooler bracket. It needs to come off at this side. Just be careful you don't drop this rear bolt back down behind the engine. It will fall out, and you know what I'm like at dropping stuff down the back of the engine. Put some gloves on. Thinking about the Tech 2, I've seen 30% on the RPCV. That means it's trying to keep the oil rail full. 30% on the RPCV is a lot. It should be somewhere between 18 and 21, or 22%, not 30%. 30% is pretty much maximum. It's not the issue that that's maximum. It's the issue is that if that's feeding oil in at maximum pace, it has to be leaking out somewhere. Now, if it was in the oil rail, then the ORPS would be reporting it low, and it would be jumping around all over the place trying to get it full. So it's not the oil rail, not physically the oil rail. So it has to be the injectors because it's the next logical place. If you think about it, I might put another one of these on here because this one's had it a bit. See if I can find another one of these to use on here. Or a little clip to put on the handle maybe. These are smaller and more manoeuvrable, that's for certain. Right, I'll put that on there like that later. Right, let's get this intake pipe off. I've disconnected it at the airbox end. I'm going to disconnect it at the turbo now. Now mine is ripped and broken, it is knackered. What I've had to do is I've had to put some silicone hose in there just to hold it on. Now I need 10mm on this. I've lost the 10mm socket now. Where's 10mm there? That's an H10. 12, those 12s, where's the 10? That's smaller than 10. Oh, there it is. I need to take this out. Coolant in it. Drop the clip. I don't want to lose that. That's about it, especially. The best tool a person can own on a Jackaroo is a magnet on a flexible arm. Because it just recovers everything. It's not so good for this, but it's not bad for nuts and bolts and things. And when you've got stainless steel like this, it won't work. So what you have to do is use a grabber. Need the 10mm again. Take off the top cover and that pipe. And the battery may be flat on it's not fitted. I just lost the nut, so I'm replacing it. So don't forget I've lost it. Right, what I'm taking off next is the crossover pipe. Wish I was about 7 foot tall, to be honest. Well, I'm not. The stud comes out of that one. Right, this is the crossover pipe. That needs to come off too. I think we've got everything out of there now. We can probably remove the grey plastic cover. Now, a lot of people don't bother with this, but I do. And a lot of people find it too hard to get on and off. I don't find it hard at all. I'm determined I'm going to throw something down there though. I think something dropped off. Got the plastic cover off anyway. The sponge cover off now. A lot of people don't bother with this either. It can be a bit of a magnet for oil and stuff. That doesn't bother me. That's what it's there for, soak up oil. White sponge, isn't it? Or is it soundproofing? One of the two. I'm going to have to take off that pipe there. And I'm going to have to refit that pipe there. So I'll take the pipe off. I'll loosen it off at both ends. So this is where you need the 27mm. And you've all got yourself a 27mm spanner, haven't you? Of course you have. Because you've done this loads of times. You take off the high pressure oil pipe, which is next. Being careful not to lose the seal from the end. And then we'll loosen it off down here. But I'm not going to take it off down here today. So I'm going to have to turn the engine over to get it to see if I can see where the oil's coming out, which one. So I don't really want to disconnect them all if I can help it. I'll take the rocker cover off. I'm going to loose it. Can't get that out. I have to do that then. Loosen this off, but don't take it right out. So what I'm trying to do now is get the rocker cover off without removing the high pressure oil pipe. I don't really want to remove it at the bottom here if I can help it, but I want to undo it a bit. If I can find the bloody thing I am. There it is. No, that's not it. Where's it gone? It's gone AWOL. If anybody buys black nitrile gloves, make sure you get the heavy duty ones. Because these are dreadful. They're ripped at the sight of a Jubilee clip. Where's the torch? I haven't actually got it loose. Well, that's useful. That would help, being loose. Would help tremendously. That's good. It's a lot better. And the gasket has stayed in too, which is a good thing. The O-ring's still in there. I'll reconnect this. So what I'm basically doing is I'm replacing the high pressure oil pipe back on so that I can turn the engine over without the injector harness on so it won't start. But I want to be able to see if any oil comes out of the injectors. And the only way to see that is to turn the engine over. Now I've done this before with the ORPS. I might replace the ORPS first, but we'll see. This came looser than I thought it did. Felt like it was just tightening up there. Injector harness is separating so the engine doesn't start. We don't want the engine to start, so we're just going to injector harness. Let's put these out of the way. Right, so what I want to see is oil coming out of one of the injectors. The gap between the injector and the harness. Where can I see it best from? I'll probably see it better from here. If it is leaking, maybe number 1, 3 or 4 I reckon. Might be 2, 1 or 2 like, but who knows. Let's go get my wife. Won't start. It won't start. I've disconnected the injectors. I want you to turn it over for me, but I'm not sure how much oil's in the pipe. It should be filling up again. I'm looking for a leak. So I need you to turn it over like that. It won't go anywhere. Well, what can I say? I'm having trouble with the bolts, getting them in. I might go buy some more bolts. I did buy some, but I don't know what I've done with them. I need some slightly longer ones. So I could go and get some new bolts. Slightly longer than this one. 1/4 of an inch longer than that one. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Got one longer bolt here that I've made up. Let's see if we can find any more to make up. Actually, that's a newer bolt as well. So I'll take that one. That's too short. Too short. It's not bad, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Let's see if we use any better. Not dropping them on. Might work better for that one. That one might work better for that one. I'll put a little washer on this. It's just a tad long. Put a couple of little washers on. We'll be laughing about those. Too small. Bigger than you think they are. I'll do, put a couple of them on. As long as that doesn't make it too short. So what I've done is I've got a couple of these and chopped them down. I haven't got anything else like that. Those are set screws. That's about the closest I've got, and that's a screw. These look like the ones I bought to replace them. They do. Are they a bit longer? I ask myself. Same length. Well, they screw in. They will. I might use them. I've got a few more of those as well. Well, that saves me going to buy some more. Right, let's see where we're at then. My wife's going to bring me a bagel in a minute. I'll have a coffee. She'll have my tea break then. So much for this light. It's still going, but it's not brilliant. Right, I think we'll put the cover on. Oh, put some more silicone on. Just check that that's on right, and then we'll try tightening it down. And I'll find the torch, which is over on the floor. Oh, that looks good. Put a longer one in there if it doesn't hold. Find something for over there. What a new one. Sorry, got one in. I'll get that in. Why not? Why can't I get that in? It's going in now. Let's see if we can get them back corner ones in. I need that. And I don't need that. I don't know why that won't go down. I don't think this one's going to go in at all. No. I'll tear that one out again. Put a longer one in. Looks like it's filling up. I think I've cracked it with a bolt on there. Find another bloody housing or put a seal on it or something. I get one into that corner and I'm laughing at the new bolts. Oh, I've got one in there already. Just leave it out on the bin, I'll come and get it. Thanks, Del. Thank you, I'm coming now. Thermostat housing. Oh, break time. Bagels, ham and cheese and coffee. What more can a man ask for? What a wife. What a darling she is to me. How are we doing anyway? Well, it's still running, that's a good sign. No, to put my bagels, plates and spaces at me here. I think I'm good if I can get this one to tighten down. I'm going to torque them down in a sec. £10 Nm. Which is basically hand tight. And that one's not going to tighten down, is it? I'm going to have to solve that one. This one is. I'm hoping this corner one will. If I can get this corner one tight, we're laughing. Feels like it's gonna. I don't take it any more than that. I've got one last thing to try after this. I think I'm already using one of those. Alright, so I'll put a full length one in. What's sticking out the bottom, I can see it. Put a nut on it, I suppose. Well, if it doesn't tighten up this time. I can see it coming out the bottom with this. We're laughing. Right, it's just there. Not long enough, is it? Let's use the longer one with a nylock nut. 10mm nylock nut, 6mm nylock nut. I could put a helicoil in, but I can't be bothered. No, that hasn't worked. Yep, that's good. Let's snap it off. The one on the new ones will be a little bit longer. One's not going to tighten up either. This one is. The lights have gone out. That one's not doing it either. Not much longer. It's useless, it doesn't stay going long enough. That's that on. Right, let's get these put together. No, that looks good. That look good. Excellent. Right, I've got the whole of that on. I can put this on now. And then put the plastic cover on. Hopefully this is the issue. Nut, 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 and nut. We got a thermostat housing. Should have. Put a seal on it for now, but I've got it to do. 1, 2. Oh no. Right, let's put this back on over there. So, I'm putting it all back together now. It's going slow, but it's getting there. Let's pull this around so I can access it. Right, on goes the air intake. Now I've got this to sort out because I can't leave it to... What I'm doing now is I'm just tightening up this end of the intake pipe onto the airbox. Now I'm going to push this home and tighten this end on. So it looks like what I've done is I've pushed a hole into the where the thermostat housing is. So I'm going to have to seal that off with a shorter bolt and an O-ring. I think that one will do. Probably the wrong sort though. It's too big, too long, too big, too big, too big. Perfect. Now I need a good washer, a better one than that. One like that. And a couple of more rings. Bloody cramp. Oh yeah, that's the wrong thread. Too harsh. What's the same thread as that? Oh, all that. I presume that's okay. Pliers. Right. Put this on. Nut on the bottom of it. I'll sort it out in a minute. I want to find another bracket. Little cramp. My hands. There it is. Okay, that's it. We're done on this particular little job. Hopefully, that's it. We don't have to worry about anything else. So I think what we'll do now is we'll start it up and see how we go. I think I'm good if I can get this one to tighten down. I'm going to torque them down in a sec. 10 Newton meters. Which is basically hand tight. And that one's not going to tighten down, is it? I'm going to have to solve that one. This one is. I'm hoping this corner one will. And get this corner one tight, we're laughing. This is driving me mad. Just come up with something better than this. Please tighten up. Feels like it's gonna. These rear two are the essential ones. Let's tighten it up now. Stay tight. Don't dare take it any more than that. This one's still not right. If this one tightens, we're good. No, it's not gonna. Got one last thing to try after this. I think I'm already using one of those. Is this longer? It is. Alright, so for a full length one in. That's all I got left to try. What's sticking out the bottom, I can see it. Put a nut on it, I suppose. Well, if it doesn't tighten up this time. I could put a helicoil in, but I can't be bothered. Right, still on. No, it's not, it's fallen off. No, that hasn't worked. Yep, that's good. Let's snap it off. The one on the ones maybe a little bit longer. So that'll do. One's not going to tighten up either. This one is. The lights have gone out. That one's not doing it either. Is that longer? Not much longer. Maybe this one. It's good enough. It's useless, it doesn't stay going long enough. Right, let's get this pipe back on. There's a 27mm. There. Absolutely. Right, that's that on. Right, let's get these put together. Right, let's just check all the vacuum hoses have not come apart. No, that looks good. They look good. Excellent. Right, I've got the whole of that on. I can put this on now. And then put the plastic cover on. Hopefully this is the issue. That's it. It's good. Shut these in. Two. Nut. 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 And nut. We got a thermostat housing. Should have. Put a seal on it for now, but I've got it to do. don't know. Put this back on over there. So I'm putting it all back together now. It's going slow, but it's getting there. Just pull this around so I can access it. Right, on goes the air intake. Now I've got this to sort out because I can't leave it to chance, this thing. It'll leak like buggery otherwise. What I'm doing now is I'm just tightening up this end of the intake pipe onto the airbox. Now I'm going to push this home and tighten this end on. So it looks like what I've done is I've pushed a hole into the where the thermostat housing is. So I'm going to have to seal that off with a shorter bolt and an O-ring. I think that one will do. Probably the wrong sort though. It's too big, too big, too long, too big, too big, too big. Perfect. Now I need a good washer, a better one than that. One like that. And a couple of more rings. Bloody cramp. Oh yeah, that's the wrong thread. Too harsh. What's the same thread as that? I presume that's okay. Pliers. Not put them in there, have I? Where the hell have I put them? There they are. Right. Put this on. Nut on the bottom of it. Find it not big enough. Now look. All right one. Yeah. I'll sort it out in a minute. I'll find another bracket. Oh no. Bit cramp. My hands. Done. Okay, that's it. We're done on this particular little job. Hopefully, that's it. We don't have to worry about anything else. So I think what we'll do now is we'll start it up and see how we go. I'm going to move you over here so you can see me attempt to start the car. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm going to give the car a quick try, although the batteries are a bit flat, so actually I need to check the radiator because it looks like I've put a hole into the thermostat cap and it's been leaking. So I'll top it up and hopefully I've got it sealed off so we can get the engine going. .20 amps, 12.8 volts.